Can I interview for that?
Sure.
This is David Saltzer from AngelsWin.com, speaking today with Angels General Manager Jerry Dipoto. Jerry, how you doing?
Oh, not too bad.
First year in Anaheim. Can you look back a little bit? What have you seen? What have you liked? And how's your family settling in?
My family's settling in nicely. I'll choose to wait until the end to look back. You know, I think the baseball season's 162 games for a reason, and we're in the position to be able to get in this dance, and we have the talent to do it. We've had periodic stretches where we can overcome, and I'm looking forward to seeing what the next 10 days bring.
For Angels fans, you brought in, you made two big signings. You made a great trade at the deadline. You know, it's like you've been able to work magic around here. How have you been able to work your system and get everything accomplished?
I appreciate the thought. You know, it takes a lot of people. It takes a lot of people, staff in the clubhouse, in the dugout, staff upstairs in the front office, satellite staff out scouting, and then an informational gathering, if you will, to make sure you're getting the right guy. So every decision we make, there's a lot of layers to making that decision. We've been fortunate this year in that, for the most part, the players we brought in have been very good, and it's part of their track records, and in some cases it was giving a guy opportunity. So there's a lot to be said for that.
You know, there was the season for like Albert started off, but now we're seeing the Albert that we're used to seeing. Is that more where we should be as fans and focusing on what we've seen? And then also Zach Greinke, the same thing.
You know, I think in Albert's case, you know, from the middle of May until we sit here today, he's just being Albert Pujols.
Right.
So it's you know, and I think early in the season, you know, you're asking someone to make an adjustment from where they spent 11 years in one city, where you had the comfort of family, friends, and organization you knew, and you're coming over with the added pressure of being the big boy on the block. Albert's dealt with that his whole career, and he's done a remarkable job of it. It took him a couple of weeks to get used to his new environment, but since then, all we've seen is you know, the greatest hitter of his time.
Lastly, you know, the Angels have always prided themselves on being a family organization. We've seen some players, even at critical times, having to do something for their family. We had Torrey, we've had Albert with a child and everything. How do you see that family and baseball working together, and how do you see that as part of an Angel system?
And I'll throw Scotty Downs in there, who had to go home and be with his daughter for a couple days. To me, you know, you're a husband and father first, your profession comes second. That's just about anywhere. These guys know how important they are to the success of the Angels, and they also know how important they are to the success and ability to develop for their families. And you know, we can coexist with family. We've got a deep team, we've got a deep roster, and we have the ability to pick up those missing days. And I think the most dramatic was Torrey, who was gone for a while, and we went on a pretty good stretch. And with Scotty Downs out, you put people in position to step up, and typically when you ask somebody to step up, they do, and they deliver, and you find out a little bit more about that player than maybe you knew before. So, you know, we'll look at those as positives. You know, Albert left for one day, which I think is remarkable in and of itself.
Yeah, having a child.
Yeah.
Most people take a week or so.
No doubt. Right. He missed one day, and on that day, everybody stepped up. You know, he scored 11 runs, and, you know, jokingly when he came back, he said, maybe I should sit this one out. I thought, no, we're not thinking that. We're not thinking that. But it's been a pleasure to be around this group. I think we got a lot of really good people. And like you said, you know, from a family perspective, every one of these guys, they're locked in a room together. They don't have a choice but to learn how to be family. But the families of this family are very much a part of what the Angels do organizationally, and we care about every one of them.
Well, thank you so much.